I'm sure you've heard that in public speaking, body language takes over 55% and yet words take only 7%. That is true, but I think sometimes it's misquoted. This research was made and published by a gentleman called Dr. Mehrabian. But where is sometimes miscontextualized is it is not necessarily that body language takes 55%. Mehrabian said, in the event of communication for persuasion, should there be a discrepancy between your body language, which we call the visuals, your vocal, your voice projection, and your verbal, your words or message, then what will influence people more would be the body language, meaning the non-verbal communication. Now, when people misquote him, is to suggest that general communication is about this. No, he said specifically in the situation of persuasion where there's a discrepancy. But someone can actually use words to convince you more than everything. What I'm trying to say, generically speaking, where there's a discrepancy, body language takes over. And for that reason, I actually agree that you need to master body language. Now, in this video, I'm going to teach you the 3 major important facets of mastering your body language. It doesn't matter when, you will need to use the visual effects to influence people, to impact people, to communicate to people. Again, before I continue, I need to contextualize this. If you are listening to a radio, there's no visual. So how would you expect body language to take 55%? So it is not a theory cast in stone that it will always take 55%. Because if you're listening to radio, you're only playing with the verbal and the vocal. So for that reason, we are assuming the normal context, especially where you're going to persuade, your body language should not contradict your voice and should not contradict your words. Because for instance, if you said, yeah, I'm excited, there's a discrepancy between you saying you're excited and your body language. In that case, I would have expected to say, yeah, I'm excited. When you say you're excited and your body also says you're excited, we shall believe you. But the moment there's a discrepancy between what you're saying, how you're saying it vocally, and what you're expressing, in that case, what we are seeing, takes over. But how do you make sure as a speaker you master your body language? 3 things. Number 1, I need you to work on what we call facial expressions. Now, facial expressions start with eye contact. I've seen many of people say, I fear to look at people. And I always tell people, in reality, doing eye contact with your audience saves you from nerves. I want you to remember, when you were a child and you had committed a crime, you were stubborn and you were reported, and you kept on avoiding your mother or father. Did the nervousness go away? Did the anxiety go away? Your boss knew that you made a mistake and you still avoid them. Does it take away the anxiety? No. The longer you take facing them, the longer you keep the anxiety. In the same manner, public speaking works that way. When you're afraid of eye contacting with your audience, you will keep your anxiety. But if you face it on and look at your audience on left, in the middle, and on the right, after a few seconds or a few minutes, it will go away because now you faced your own fear. So the first thing when it comes to facial expressions, I need you to be comfortable with eye contact. The rest, also the clues and the cues on your face are very important. Do not tell us, I am sad. No, we shall not believe you. If you're saying you're sad, let your voice, but also your face, show that you're sad. Anyway, the next facet is what we call hand gestures. Again, the discrepancy we are talking about. You imagine someone was telling you that he came in a very big car. Would you take that it was big, or would you take it that he was being sarcastic, it was actually small? Let's say someone said, yeah, he's actually really strong. Would you believe that he is strong? Or someone is saying, nah, not really. So the moment there's a discrepancy between body language and what you're saying, people believe what they see. So in the same manner, make sure that the way you use your hand gestures communicates commands and instructs. And that is why music conductors use hands, traffic officers use hands. There are many professions I can talk about that command sometimes with just their hands, because God gave us these hands to not only to eat, but to express. And when you do express, people follow them. So if you want to communicate something, please use your hands. Eyes follow where the hands flow. I hope that makes sense. Lastly is body position. It is very important. It is what I should have started with. When you get in front of the audience, how you stand communicates a lot. And this doesn't matter whether you are on stage speaking or on camera speaking. In the few videos to come, I'm going to tell you about basics of digital speaking, which I expect everyone to be conscious about mastering. But let's stick to this video. I was telling you that when you get in front of the audience, what I expect you to start with, you should be dressed appropriately according to the event, but I expect you to stand straight. Shoulders up, head up. Of course, not looking up. I said up. It should be straight, facing the audience, right? But at the same time, let your hands be open. Now, when it comes to hands, you have to make sure that you're going to utilize them within your power zone. The power zone is the space between below your eyes and above your waist. Same manner, under your feet, make sure that there's a divergent V and the feet should be a little bit separate from each other so that when you stand, you look like a full man or a full woman in charge, on ground, indeed grounded, because if you don't, you will shake and fall. What I'm trying to say, can someone look at you and they feel like you are commanding? Because if they can tell that you're commanding, you're in charge, then you will command the audience. Remember, they are part of the audience. So today, I've just told you, for you to master your body language, you need to look out for your facial expressions, look out for your hand gestures, and body positioning. Should these three contradict what you're saying, people will believe these three. Now, if you found any value in this video, for you to tell me that you still want me to continue speaking, all I need you to do, comment public speaking in the comment section, just public speaking. And at the same time, share this video. Thank you. See you in the next.